Hi, girls. Today I'm reading Miss Child Has Gone Wild, Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is titled My Zoo Buddy. Field trips are cool because you get to leave school. The only field trips that aren't cool are the ones where they take you on a field trip to a field. Going to a field is not fun. The next day, everybody was excited about our trip to the zoo. My mom packed me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch. Emily brought in a camera so she could take pictures of the animals. We all had to turn in a sheet of paper our parents signed that said if we get attacked by a bear or something, our parents can't sue the zoo or the school. While we were getting ready to leave for the field trip, Miss Hannah, our art teacher, came into the class. She told us she would be coming along on the trip as our chaperone. In case you don't know French, a chaperone is a grown up who tells everybody to stop talking. Miss Hannah's art program was almost cancelled because of budget cuts. Now she has to do other stuff besides teach art, like go on field trips. Mr. Granite told us that we would have to have a zoo buddy so we wouldn't get lost at the zoo. Yo, AJ, do you want to be my zoo buddy? Alexia asked me. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I had to think fast. It would be cool to be zoo buddies with Alexia. But I knew the guys would make fun of me if I was zoo buddies with a girl. I thought and thought. I thought so hard I thought my head was going to explode. In the end, I didn't have to decide who would be my zoo buddy. Mr. Granite did. Emily, you and Alexia will be zoo buddies, he said. Michael and Ryan are zoo buddies, and AJ, you will be zoo buddies with Andrea. Oh, disgusting. Andrea looked at me with this big smile on her face. Arlo, you and I are going to be zoo buddies, she said. She calls me by my real name because she knows I don't like it. Ooh, said Ryan. AJ and Andrea are zoo buddies. They must be in love. When are you two zoo buddies going to get married? Asked Michael. Alexia was looking at Andrea. She had her mean face on and had her arms crossed in front of her. She must have been mad that Andrea was my zoo buddy. Or maybe she just had to go to the bathroom. It's time to get on the bus, said Miss Hannah. Single file, everyone. Don't forget to bring along your lunch, said Mr. Granite. Alexia was the line leader, and she skateboarded down the ramp in front of the school. I guess she skateboards everywhere. The rest of us had to walk a million hundred miles to where the bus was parked. Bingo boo, said Mrs. Cormel, our school bus driver. Limpa-skadoodle. Mrs. Cormel doesn't talk like regular people. She invented her own secret language. Bingo boo means hello. Limpus-cadoodle means sit down. Mrs. Cormel is not normal. We all piled onto the bus. I had to sit next to my zoo buddy, Andrea. Isn't this exciting, Arlo? She asked. Don't you just love field trips? Andrea was rubbing her hands together, which is what people do when they're excited about something. Nobody knows why. No, I replied. Andrea gets excited about everything. If a grown up told her we were going to go outside and stare at a pile of dirt all day, she would be rubbing her hands together with excitement. I hope they have elephants at the zoo, Andrea told me. Did you know that some elephants are 13 feet tall and weigh over 15,000 pounds? Everybody knows that. I lied. I should never let a know-it-all like Andrea know that she knows something you don't. That's the first rule of being a kid. Elephants also spend up to 16 hours a day eating, Andrea said. So do you, I told her. Andrea probably looked up elephants in her encyclopedia at home. What is her problem? Why can't an elephant fall on her head? I had to listen to Andrea tell me everything she knew about elephants for the whole bus ride. I thought I was going to die. Finally, after riding a million hundred miles, we got to the zoo. Miss Child was waiting for us. She came over to the bus and led us to a room where we put on our backpacks. Then she passed out name tags so she could pretend to know our names when she talked to us. Do you have elephants at the zoo? Asked the little Miss Know-it-all everything about elephants. Oh, yes, replied Miss Child. Andrea jumped up and down with excitement. She was opening her birthday presents. Before we start your tour, Miss Child said, I want to talk to you for a few minutes about our zoo. We don't believe that animals should be locked up in cages. Blah, 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 blah. All our animals live in an environment that is made to resemble their natural habitat. Blah, 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 blah. We need to respect all living creatures. Blah, 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 blah. There is nothing separating you from animals here, so you need to be careful at all times. Blah, 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 blah. Miss Child talked for 1,100,000 minutes about how wonderful animals are. It was really boring. I just wanted to see some cool animals, not listen to some lady talk about them. I love animals, Miss Child finally said. Do you love animals too? Everybody except Emily raised a hand. I'm allergic to animals with fur, she said. Dogs, cats, ferrets. That was true. One time Neil brought his pet ferret to Mr. Wiggles' school. It got out of his cage and was running around the school all day. By the time we found it in Emily's hat, we had voted Mr. Wiggles president of the school. Emily is probably allergic to her own shadow. Miss Child told us to go around in a circle and tell something about her pets. I have a dog named Buttons, I said when it was my turn. Tell us something interesting about Buttons, AJ, said Miss Child. There wasn't really anything interesting to say about Buttons. He was just a plain old dog, but I had to say something. Well, I said, sometimes Buttons poops on the floor. Everybody laughed because I said poop. If you ever want to make somebody laugh, you just go up to them and say, poop. It works every time. Nobody knows why. Oh, that's too bad that your dog poops on the floor, said Miss Child. What does your mother do? She poops in the bathroom, I said. Duh. Everybody laughed, even though I didn't say anything funny. Next, it was Andrew's turn. After school, I earn money by dog sitting, she said. You sit on dogs? I asked. That's weird. Why would anyone want to sit on a dog? I don't sit on dogs, Arlo, Andrew told me. I take care of dogs when their owners aren't home. It's like babysitting. You sit on babies too, I said. Isn't that against the law? Andrea got all mad. I knew that she didn't sit on dogs or babies, but it's fun to make these jokes. And that's us for chapter 4. Tune back in for chapter 5. It's titled Dinky the Elephant.